T-junctions are one of the most common places where learners struggle and one of the easiest places to make mistakes during your driving test. In this lesson, we'll break it down step by step, how to approach, when to stop, who has priority, and how to emerge safely. Hey there, it's Ed here, and welcome back to the Driving Theory channel. This is part of our full step-by-step driving course to help you go from beginner to confident driver. And by the way, the Ray Driving Theory app can help you practice what you're learning here, from road signs to junction rules. Just search for it or grab the link in the description. A T-junction is where a minor road meets a major road, forming the shape of a letter T. If you're coming from the minor road, you must give way to the traffic on the major road. But not all T-junctions are the same. Some give you a clear view of the road. Those are open junctions. Others have buildings, parked cars or bushes blocking your view. Those are closed junctions. Recognizing what type of junction you are dealing with early makes a huge difference on how smooth your maneuver will be. So the junction coming up will be an open junction and we're gonna have row markings. Let's have a look. Do we have a giveaway sign as well? So end of the road, I will be turning right. So I can see some row markings. I can see the giveaway triangle on the floor. I can see the double broken line, which means it's a giveaway. And it's quite open junction because I can quite early see the road I will be joining. And I don't necessarily have to stop if it's safe to do so. Now, next T-junction, I will be taking the next road on the right. This is going to be quite closed, and at the same time it doesn't have any road markings, but it's still a T-junction, and still anyone coming out from this road would need to give way. Now, end of the road, I will be turning left, and this is a difficult closed junction, so I'm slowing myself down, preparing my gear 1. There's no road markings, but as I'm coming from the minor road to a major road, that means I need to give way. So I keep myself nice and slow, and I see there's a car coming. So that's the reason why we need to peep and creep. Lean forwards, look into the road, make a slow and safe judgment to go. So that's open and closed junctions, as well with road markings and without road markings, because not all T-junctions will be marked. Because generally, to be honest, we don't really need to mark them. If it's quite obvious that we're coming to the end of the road, means we're coming from a minor road onto a major road. When approaching a T-junction, remember the golden rule, MSPSL, mirrors, signal, position, speed, look. If you're turning left, position your car close to the left side of the road and reduce your speed early. This sets you up for a smooth, controlled turn. If you're turning right, position to the right of your lane so you can clearly see the traffic on the main road. Be patient, don't rush the gap. Always keep your speed low and controlled. You should be able to stop comfortably if something appears at the last moment. I will be approaching a road on the left, so that's going to be just after the lights. So I will start in a good time, so I will check my center left mirror, I'm going to signal left, I'm going to touch my brake, I'm going to put the clutch down, keep slowing down, I'm going to select the gear 3 because the junction's quite wide. I'm going to gently bring up the clutch and ease off the brake. I'm rolling into the road, looking where I'm going, and that's it. I'm done. I joined the new road. I'm going to check my center right mirror to see what's happening behind me. Is anyone overtaking me? And is it safe for me to move over to the right to deal with these parked vehicles on my left? I'm going to check my mirrors, slide back into the left, make sure it's all safe, and I carry on. At this occasion, I use the gear 3, but if the junction would be a bit narrower, I would have to drop down to the gear 2, or if the turn or the corner is very tight, I might have to approach in a gear 1. So whenever we approach junctions, what we're trying to do, we need to bring that clutch up before the junction so we don't coast. And the car is nicely rolling up to it, the speed's good, we feel comfortable, and we can only focus then on the turn itself. And I'm looking where I'm going to make sure the car is going in that direction. So that's going to avoid a lot of mistakes on your driving lessons. So I will be taking the next road on the right soon. Again, now, we need to talk about priority. So when I'm turning right, who's got priority? So if I'm approaching a junction, that means oncoming traffic will have priority. So can't guarantee there will be someone, but I will be taking the next road on the right. Again, my mirror checks my signal, I'm already on the brake, clutch goes down, I'm gonna go down to the gear 3 now. I'm looking ahead because I need to give way to any oncoming traffic. As there's nobody there, means I can do my turn and I don't have to stop and give way. But if there would be someone there, I would have to stop and give way to the oncoming traffic. So just a general rule for any junctions overall, oncoming traffic has got priority if we are turning right. And now let's look into the priorities when we are approaching left. So I'm going to be approaching the junction on the left now. I'm going to check my mirrors, signal left. At this occasion, I have priority to turn in. The only thing I need to look for is people about to cross the road at this junction. So that's where I would potentially need to give way with them. Quite difficult because not everyone knows the new rule and may not follow. But make eye contact with pedestrians. If they're about to cross, slow down. And if you need to give way to them, make sure you give way and allow them to cross the road. If you're serious about getting your license, make sure to subscribe. New lessons are coming out every week. And don't forget to check out the Ray Driving Theory app. It's the perfect tool to help you pass both your theory and practical tests. Download it using the link in the description. Let's have a look at emerging left and right. Before pulling out, bring the car to the position where you can clearly see the road. At open junctions, you might be able to keep rolling slowly if it's safe to go. At closed junctions, use peep and creep technique. Inch forward gently while checking both ways. You're turning left, keep close to the left side and avoid drifting wide. You're turning right, judge carefully and give way to traffic on the main road and keep the car to the right. So again, we're going to be using our golden rule. We will be using our MSPSL routine. Now, end of the road, I will be turning right. So I'm gonna get myself closer to the junction. I can see the end of the road. I can check my center right mirror. I'm gonna signal right. I'm gonna slow it down. At this occasion, this is not actually a T-junction. This is a crossroad, slightly staggered junction. But I position myself to the right because I'm turning right. I'm gonna make sure both sides of the road are clear to go. If you don't feel safe, don't jump out in the middle of the traffic. So as long as it takes for a safe gap, you'll have to wait for it. So what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna see a gap I could potentially use, I'm gonna come off the gas, I'm gonna use my biting point and make the decision because the right vehicle did slow down. So that's how we emerge right. I will be emerging left now. So end of the road turning left again, or MSPSL. So mirrors, signal, touch the brake, clutch down, prepare my gear 1 because it's quite close junction. I don't know what's happening on that road. I'm gonna come to the very edge of the road so I can see into the new road. I can see to my right, which is nice. I need to creep forward to see to my left and I make the move. So that's how we emerge left. And I made sure I paid enough attention to my left side in case someone is traveling on my side of the road or overtaking any traffic, that it's a safe, what I'm saying, so that it is safe to join the road. Okay, now let me give you a bonus scenario. It's gonna be still emerging right, but now your task is to spot what is different at this junction or at this road. Can you see the signs on the entrance there? Do you know what does that sign mean? So that's a one-way street. And now, as I will be emerging right at the one-way street, I need to position myself all the way up to the right. So I'm going to check my mirrors, I'm going to signal right, I'm going to move over all the way to the right side. If you look at the road markings, we can see giveaway triangle is in the middle of the road and double broken line is all the way across the junction. So a one-way system, this is where we need to position ourselves all the way to the right. And again, now this could potentially be a little bit difficult then, but I can see the traffic's easing off. There's the BMW undertaking technically. So I'm not gonna go, and it's a safe decision now. I'm gonna make the move and emerge into the road. I'm gonna check my sensor right, make sure no one's around me, and make some progress on the new road. So that's how you do it. And keep an eye out for one-way street. They can catch you out. Here are the classic mistakes learners make at T-junctions. Rushing the approach and braking late. Poor observations, especially at close junctions. Cutting corners when turning right. And pulling out when it's not safe. These can all be avoided by slowing down early and staying calm. So I will be approaching left, taking the next road on the left, which is quite tight road. And very important is to have the correct preparation now. If I would be coming a little bit too quick, I'm not going to be able to turn into my side of the road. I'm going to try to steer in and I'm going to go on the curb. Oh my God, I touched the curb. So I wasn't prepared. It was all out of my control, out of hand. It's very important that we do approach these junctions nice and slow. So let's approach the junction nicely now. Brake, clutch, nicely geared to slow it down, bring the clutch up gently and slowly turn into the turn. And I'm looking, is anyone coming towards me as well at the same time? So I'm prepared. So that speed on approach is very important, and that MSPSL routine, that we follow it and we start it early. Another reason why we are approaching junctions way too quick is because we are coasting. So we're not working our feet properly. A lot of people put the clutch down first, and that means we disengage the engine from the gearbox and the car's just freely rolling, and the speed is too quick. We start to panic, or anxiety kicks in and we're not in control of the vehicle, and then the turn or the junction will not work out nicely. So the way we should do it, we prepare, mirrors, signal, nicely, touch the brake, clutch down, gear 2, bring up the clutch before the junction and nicely roll into it. And my speed is perfect. I didn't even have to rush my steering because I was going slow enough for the junction and the condition I am dealing with. Whenever you start your routine, MSPSL, check your mirrors, signal, touch the brake first, gently, so you will feel in control of the vehicle and you're going to be able to do the turn or the junction nicely. And we need to bring that clutch up before the junction. Not all the times. The only time we would be able to keep the clutch down is if we're dealing with very narrow roads and we are using the gear 1. But if you're going for the gear 2 or gear 3 for the junction, bring that clutch up. It's gonna engage engine braking and the car's gonna be rolling freely with the correct speed. Now, next little mistake what we're gonna look into, little. Can we say little? It's very common. It is cutting corners, and this is as well the reason why people cut corners is because, first of all, their speed on approach is too quick, they're coasting, they're putting the clutch down first, and sometimes maybe they don't know when to turn. So remember, whenever we're turning right, we need to turn into our side of the road, so we need to go past the center of the junction. And what we try to do is to get our side mirror with the center line of the road. So let me show you what cutting corners is and how to do it properly. So next road on the right, I'm going to check my mirrors, signal, I'm going to touch my brake, clutch down, gear 2, I keep to the right but to the center of the road. I'm going to keep rolling, I'm going to get my mirror with the center line and I'm going to turn into the road. So this is how we should do it, and the next one will be how we shouldn't do it. Again, we will be turning right. Let's say we did slow down enough and we're cutting across the lines, being lazy. Not lazy, but I technically normally call this lazy driving, lazy steering, trying to steer into the junction a bit too early. It's very important we get that point, we go past, not past, but we go up to the center line and we turn into the other side of the road. Okay, now the next little mistake is poor observation. So we're not looking enough or creeping out to the junction to make sure that the road is clear, or we're a little bit too much under pressure. Now, important is there is no set guide how much you need to look. We need to do effective observations. So each junction is going to be different and each junction needs more or less observations. So the left side's kind of obstructed, I can't see. The right side is on a very sharp angle. So I'm going to come to a nice little stop, look to the right side's clear, left side's clear, and I'm going to go. So there is no set amount of observations like I need to look left, right, left. We need to look as much so we can see, and we need to slowly creep out if we need to, depending on the junction. A few quick tips to help you build your confidence. Plan early, recognize the junction type in advance, practice peep and creep so it becomes second nature. Don't rush your gap A few extra seconds of waiting is always better than causing an accident. T-junctions might look simple, but they test your awareness, patience and judgment. Once you master these, you'll handle the most junctions on your test like a pro. And don't forget to check out Red Driving Theory app. It's everything you need to prepare for both theory and practical tests with confidence. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next lesson.